Torp here. I don't know about you guys, but I've had one hell of a day. First time ever this has happened. I paid attention to two content creators that are full of themselves and be lucky if they could fit their heads through their car doors without lube. Pedro's one of them, and then that guy that he does the live streams with. I was wondering about that for a while because he's got 226 views after 4 hours. I'm pretty sure I'm almost keeping up with him. And I'm not a content creator. I post YouTube videos. There's a difference. They're creators. They create things. They create the buzz. They're important. 226 people, of which 26 are their own views. Ah, hurts my head. It takes me back to 2005 when YouTube used to make sense. And now it's all about, I'm a YouTube content creator. Follow the light to everlasting wonderful dashing. These guys kill me. All right. I had to poke a joke, or at least a little reality. I don't know about you guys, but I found out today that I did my due diligence to recreate some of these things that I keep on hearing about in the gig economy, which this is the funny one. I actually had to collect a signature today. Listen to this. When I collected the signature to drop off the food order, it was in a super expensive house, and this person came out to the door. I didn't know what to expect because I've never done it before. But thankfully I do listen to what I call the bottom feeders, which I'm one of. The guys that keep it real on YouTube. We're not getting paid to do this. We're just trying to share information that will help our co-workers out, as I like to call them. And, yeah. Everybody's like, what would you do? I was like, well, first of all, don't hand them the phone. You hold the phone and keep the other fist in your coat pocket because it's cold here in the Midwest. And if they try to pull the phone out, you punch them in the face. Even though you're on their property, I think that it's pretty obvious to say you don't want to hand anybody your phone when they're standing in their own airlock of their home. And they pull the phone out of your hand, you're screwed. Gotta call 911. How are you going to do that when they got your phone? So, DoorDash needs to rethink that one a little bit. Handing somebody your phone is about as good of an idea as them saying, can you deliver those groceries to the basement? The last dungeon on the left? The one with the light burned out? Just ignore the screaming in the below basement. What is DoorDash thinking with this shit? The second one I had to get a signature and an ID to drop off Mucinex. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm trying to be sarcastic. It's like it's a secret. How stupid is it that you deliver to somebody, customer comes out of her apartment and says to me, I did see where I had to give an ID for this and sign for it, and I don't understand why. I have the flu. She was wearing a mask. She says, I have the flu. I didn't want to give it to anybody. I thought that was the whole point, to leave it door so it would be safe. I'm like, I know. I get it completely. I says, I don't know who I'm running into at Walgreens or anywhere else. I said, I had a feeling that you were sick because of the medicine in the bag. I said, I totally get it. I'm so sorry. There's nothing I can do. She was so cool about it. Poor thing, she was sweating, she was pale white. I felt so bad for her. I did. I thought, why can't I just leave this at the door? It was Mucinex, some sort of a medicine in there. I guess there was some sort of sedative or something. Obviously, cold and flu. No beer, no wine, no cigarettes, no nothing. Well, where does DoorDash not understand safety? Okay, they don't. Moving on, sort of. So I hand this other order to the customer after she signs for it. Guess what she tells me? Bless you, my son. You have a blessed day, my son. I know she's being sarcastic. I didn't know what. And it wasn't a bad neighborhood. Big house, nice house. Everything was right. The whole neighborhood was right. I actually know that neighborhood quite well. First thing I do is zoom in on the map, see where I'm going, just like you guys. 100% legit. I had no issues going to that house. But it wasn't until I confirmed the order that I saw signature will be required. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I've never seen that before. I've heard about it on YouTube, the tubes. I've heard about it, seen it. I'm like, I wouldn't do that. Well, here's the problem. You don't know you're going to do it until after you confirm. And as you know, Once you confirm pickup, contract starts. So you can't really get out of it. It's like, I don't want to do this. I want to get a signature. It's like, well, that's a contract violation. Can't take the food back now. You already took it out of the restaurant. I was like, fuck. So, okay, let's try it one time. I don't want to be on the news, but here we go. She was really nice, and she did sign, and she actually took her time, and I watched her sign it as I held the phone. And she signed it real slow, and she even dotted her I. I can't remember what her name was. Doesn't matter anyway. And then, it was all good. No issues whatsoever, but let's face it, that's not going to happen every single time now, is it? So apparently I found my first fraudulent customer. That's why she had to sign. See, YouTube is good for that. A lot of these content creators, the bottom feeders, do share good information. And that's what I was trying to get at since I started this video. You can learn things. A lot of things. Very valuable things. And I have. And I thank the YouTube gig community for that. What I'm kind of done with is everybody bitching and complaining and saying how much it sucks, why they're dashing. I'm like, you know what? These people remind me of those people at the drive-thru, Burger King, Taco Bell, McDonald's, Arby's, whatever it is, and you can just tell on the microphone when you're ordering your food, can I help you? Yeah, like a number 3 medium size with a Diet Coke. Yeah, okay, just pull forward. I'm like, sorry I came. So you pull up to the window, they hand you your bag. It's like, did I get my barbecue sauce? Yeah. You look in there's like, there's no barbecue sauce. It's like, oh. And they give it to you like they're mad at you. That's what it reminds me of. I'm like, if you don't want to dash, if you don't like the platform, if you don't like the rules, regulations, and all the things set forward by the people that you signed a contract with, don't fucking do it. Shut up. Just do something else. You bitch about gig work and tell everybody to go back to W-2 work. How'd you get here? Because you had a W-2 job that sucked, so you came here. So now you're going to bitch about this? What are you going to do now? You going to become rich by doing vending machines like Pedro does? Vending machines. I got all kinds of side jobs. Meanwhile, he's making money by everybody on YouTube that watches him. That shit blows my mind. And the only thing he's talking about, flipping his hair back like Barbra Streisand in the 80s with Songbird. I'm like, are you guys really watching this shit? Are you serious? Be honest with me. How many times have you watched one of those videos thinking, are these guys for real? Here's how you can tell the difference between someone that's real and someone that's not. I get 12 views on a video. 12 views. And you watched it. Why? Because I'm like you. Pedro makes a video talking about how bad it is. You better have an exit plan. You better get the hell out of here. There's fire burning. Don't walk on it. Meanwhile, he's dashing and making money, bitching about it while you're watching. Do the math on that one, then get back to me later. In your mind, just don't tell me about it, because if I'm wrong, I don't want to know. Yeah, I have a dog. She's been barking for the last 20 minutes at raccoons that live under my damn feet. It's ridiculous. Now, see, there's nothing I can do about the raccoons. I don't kill animals. But if I did, there'd be a lot of fucking meat out there right now ready to be eaten. Oh my God, they're driving me nuts. So here's the deal. I have a beer. I'm not ashamed. What? I can't drink and smoke on the video because I'll lose views and I'll lose my money. It's like, maybe you should know how to dash better, move your market, be the expert that you claim to be, and learn your craft instead of bitching about what's wrong with it. I can't stand one of these guys. There's a channel up here called DoorDash Sucks. Anybody seen that? All he does is bitch about DoorDash. That's all he does on all the platforms. I'm like, dude, why don't you go back to your W-2 and leave us the fuck alone? What the hell? He says he doesn't want to get paid on YouTube. Well, he's not gonna. He doesn't have to worry about that. Anyway, just want to shoot the shit with you guys about DoorDash tonight. I'm not ready to hit 10 minutes. I don't go over. So y'all have a good evening. I'll get back to you when I got some better input. I did take 2 screenshots because DoorDash crashed hard tonight nationwide. Torp out.